So this was a fun one. This is a first. So I had one of my properties, got the tenant out, got it fixed up, got it listed, got it sold. And of course, I'm representing myself on the sale with my broker license. So I'm the broker representing my LLC selling this asset. So we get through, and this property needed $45,000 worth of renovation. It was in pretty rough shape. Had a tenant in there for 9 years, and I had kind of done some deferred maintenance, waiting for the property to pay for some of these things itself, right? So we do tons of renovation. My contractor is in that property every day for 30 days, right? We get done with that. We get the property listed. We get a buyer. They do their inspection. We get through all of these phases, all of these steps, right? They close on the property. I get a call a day or two later from that buyer's agent saying, "Hey, when was the last time you were in that property?" I'm like right before you guys did your walkthrough. I went through it one last time. She's like, "There's a smell in there. Did you notice the smell?" And I was like, "No." Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Come to find out, they had that property had a skunk infestation inside one of the exterior walls. That then, as that house sat without the disturbing of like drywall and paint and carpet smells and stuff going through, that smell became more pronounced, and these buyers found out about it and came to me asking me to pay for it after closing, after inspection, all these things. And with my license, I have to be a little more careful. So I ended up settling with these folks for half of the cost to repair it. Because again, I'm not a monster either. I felt bad for it. But that was an interesting one because of all the things that that some sleazebag might try to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. I'm like, really? Skunk smell rotting in the walls? I'm going to try to sneak that one past you. It was an unusual scenario. As I talked to managing broker and a few lawyers about it, everyone said the same thing. I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, we've heard of a lot of crazy stories, but not noticing the skunk smell, because you had your contractor in there for weeks. You had been in there repeatedly and no smell.
He didn't notice it either. I didn't notice it. It's one of the most bizarre things that I've ever encountered.
Well, that's a good one. The skunk story. And yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all that you did right by those people. I mean, we have built our whole, businesses on doing right by everybody we do business with. So the fact that you split that with them, that seems really reasonable to me, because you didn't know, they didn't know. And they would feel a little burned if they bought a property with a skunk infestation and then found out about it, the day after they bought it, right?
And feeling like and again, I reassured them, and through our conversations and through like working through this settlement with them, they came to realize that I'm a straight shooter. I wanted to make sure that they got a good house to start their family, and first time buyers, so they don't have a lot of extra money to deal with a problem like that either. So yeah, it felt good to do the right thing, kind of help those kids out, and because I was trying to deliver a good product. Like I said, I did $45,000 worth of renovation on that property. My intent was to hand off, a property that's not only livable but is in really good shape, really good product. So we got there, just got there in a very unconventional way that I've never done before.
Yeah. Well, and the double-edged sword of that story is that it gets way worse than skunks in the wall, right? Doing real estate flips and owning portfolios and the troubles you have as a landlord or just in the business, it gets way gnarlier than skunks in the walls. So I'm glad that one, I'm not glad you had skunks in the wall, but I'm glad that one was a relatively easy one to fix, wouldn't you think?
It ended up being a $2,500 problem to fix.